I've got plenty of superstitions.
The only superstition I can think of, and it really bugs me, because logically I know it's incredibly stupid, is the ladder one. Walking underneath ladders.
Because I think that if you lift your feet when you're going over tracks, you get good luck.
People say you shouldn't light a cigarette off of a candle in Newfoundland, which is where I'm from. It causes harm to sailors.
So I have this kind of superstition about the film school's washing machine. I think it's basically taking over.
I really do love black cats. I am terrified of ladders and crossing under them.
It's weird. I have this bizarre emotional reaction when I walk under a ladder. I have this tiny bit of anxiety that pops up.
If she walks over a bridge and if it creaks, she thinks that she is going to get bad luck.
I think superstitions were invented to keep people safe.
Superstition, the reason people probably still believe in it is because when you believe in something, a lot of the time, if you truly believe in it, it will happen, right?
The way that superstitions for me form are totally irrational. Well, superstition is fear-based in some ways because it causes people to change their behavior based on something that they don't know.
Yes, religious practices 101, superstition. The layman's accompaniment to fear.
Internal patterns that when we perform them, they create this kind of sense of calm. And when they're interrupted, it's like, ooh, something bad is going to happen.
Well, I've definitely changed my superstitions based on the people that I know.
Peers and older siblings is pretty much where I got it from.
Superstitions come from country people that need stories, and we all need stories. We all have superstitions that are modern day superstitions.
Breaking mirrors is a good example because it's something where it does have symbolic reference. It does involve your reflection and mirroring.
And is some positive affirmative action towards making peace with my fear.
Let me think. I think I kind of create some of my own superstitions sometimes. Certain little rituals that I create for myself in certain places in order to kind of create a feeling of comfort.
Superstition works all on mental set, like where your mind's at that point in time. If you're thinking of good positive things, good positive energy will find its way to you.
I don't think you can make your own luck. You can just take care of yourself by following superstitious acts. Making yourself a little bit less worried by following a superstition.
Like the number 13 was a really lucky number for witches, right? And black cats obviously were like considered really positive omens, like messengers from the underworld or whatnot. And when new religions came into place, these things had to become bad things. And so those things no longer have an effect on me.
People are starting to rely on like the irrational thoughts to kind of keep them safe.
You can kind of follow the genealogy of a lot of superstitions and determine that they're kind of bunk, or that they're just based on like changes in belief over time.
It just comes back to you because you've given it that power.
I have no evidence that that's going to create bad luck, whatever that actually is. But there's something in me that has created a connection between this belief and this outcome.
Even if it is irrational, it'll start to work for you because that's just the way things work based on how you look at the world.
People who look at superstitions and just shrug them off are thinking very logically.
I agree that it's very important to be logical, but you can't really let on that you're that logical. Otherwise, people will expect too much. As long as it's still playful, like the minute that it's something where you live by too distinctly and don't realize that it's an irrational thing, then that's where I start to be like, is that as healthy as being more pragmatic?
There's something kind of kitschy about it, I guess. It's like, how quaint, this person has lots of superstitions. But I don't think it speaks very highly of someone's logical abilities if they're constantly very superstitious.
If you believe in it, then it, you know, maybe it is good luck to you, to that person.
See? I'm superstitious and paranoid.
Other people that are superstitious doesn't really affect me unless they're like, oh, don't do that, it's bad luck, you know, like, to each his own. If they want to believe in it, they can, but doesn't mean I will.
I think it's incredibly dumb.
Basically, they help me live without fear, because they reassure me that there's humor in everything.